welcome to my channel. And you are new because this is my first video. You may not be new. I'm just changing channels here and I'm back. If you are a subscriber, then you will know that this is a new channel for me, and I have been gone for a while. Just growing here, you know, growing and experiencing life and healing. So it's been wonderful, but I'm back because it's overdue. Plus, I kind of wanted to separate my channels, and it took me a while to actually make that happen because all it was just for me to do it, and I just was like, not right now. So I'm back. So let's get into the reading for today. It's like I said, it's been a while, and if you're new, it has been a while for me doing these readings, but we're gonna get into it. Let's see. That's enough talking. Thank y'all for joining me. Let's get into this reading. Spirit, what are the collective messages for the collective right now? The collective messages. Spirit knows what I mean. It's a lot of wands here. Oh my God, y'all. This is like a small table with the messages for today. I don't even know if this table big enough, but we gonna work with what we have, okay? Okay, so the energy right now is really about practicality, about getting things in motion, being more grounded in this realm here, touching bases with, you know, those things that keep you here and wanting to move forward, like your surroundings, your needs, your desires, those things that you look forward to when you wake up and you open your eyes and you can see what you have around you. This energy is being more evident now, which is the root chakra. At the bottom of the deck, we have the base chakra here. We're going to go ahead and clarify it because I like clarifying. That's what I do. We're going to clarify this energy right here, the base chakra. And let me just say here, it is extremely late. Today has been a very, very long day, and I'm tired, but I cannot rest until I get this message out. So bear with me. I was like, you know, trying to get myself together. So, with this root chakra card here, or the base chakra, is being clarified with grief and passion. So, you know, with this grief card, which is a heart chakra card here, there are some things in the physical realm that may have caused you some type of grief, whether it was circumstances or if these were kind of self-inflicted, you know. I feel a lot of people are now becoming aware of what they really desire and what makes them passionate, because we have the passion card here. And with this grief being here as well, This is an energy that is saying, you know, I'm ready to make some changes now. We're going to have to do things a little bit different now because of this pain that has happened. You know, and like I said, it could be in just about any life circumstance. It doesn't have to be in one particular area. It could be possibly seeing how fleeting this world is and, you know, making up in your mind what it is that you want for your life, what you're passionate about, and not wasting that time anymore. There could be people in situations that are not happy, like their home base, being that we have the root chakra here. There could be something that's going on at home that's causing you some type of grief, whether it is you're doing things, you're taking on responsibilities that are making you heavy. You're seeing things deteriorate in some cases. You are possibly seeing a need for you to move on from certain situations, or there needs to be some type of changes because of a certain uncomfortability. But I do feel like this is the reason that's kind of motivating a renewed passion here, if it hasn't as of yet. But I feel like a lot of people are feeling like some type of passion that's driving their instincts, because we have instincts here. We have instinct here. There are passions. There's something that you're passionate about that's driving you to make these changes, which is wonderful. It is driving you to, you know, let go of what's causing you grief and doing something different. You know, we have here impartiality, making a decision here, making a decision. You know, I'm going to stop clarifying the clarifying cards. We're going to go into this reading here. Because we have this card here coming up, which is mental conflict. You know, and that's where that impartiality is coming in, through this mental conflict. As I mentioned here, most of these cards that came out, 3 out of the 5, not including the card at the bottom of the deck, 3 out of the 5 are wands or fire cards. We also have passion, you know, being clarified by clarifying the base chakra. So there's a lot of fire here. There's a lot of fire. And on top of that, we have the sacral chakra, which is responsible for this passion. That's the energy center that passion grows, and that's what fuels, you know, your chakra system. That's your emotional center. And as we know, and if you don't know, emotions are a driving force. It's energy and motion. You know, that's where you get your oomph, you know. So this fire and this grief, you know, we want to thank it. We want to say, thank you, grief, for showing me, you know, it's time to make these changes. You know, we're not going to be bitter about nothing, because that's not what this is about. We're not going to store anything in our root chakra, because we need that root chakra to be as clear as possible when manifesting, so you don't keep manifesting the same type of grief situations over and over and over and over again. You know, it's like, time out for that. You know, and if that may not be the case, you know, if there's still like some struggle here to let go, it's okay. There's no judgment. But that was just me being passionate passionate. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Let's clarify this mental conflict. We have isolation. A lot of people may feel that and they don't know whether to isolate themselves and focus or connect. Make some type of connection. You know, a lot of people may feel like they have to separate themselves, you know, from their environment, being that we, once again, we have the root chakra card here. And a lot of people are possibly separating from their usual comfort zone or their environment at this time to gain clarity. To gain clarity here. Because I'm seeing that there's some type of organization that's needed. Some type of sorting out, making room in the mental space to receive something so much greater. I see somebody actually making room in their closet. I'm seeing people letting go of old thought patterns as well. Making a conscious effort to let go of certain communication styles, not holding back or holding in, but letting all go, especially when it comes to like communication and certain thoughts, holding on to things, collecting, cluttering. It's like all of this stuff you're storing, but you're not using. So that could be a message for somebody. All that stuff you got, you storing and ain't using. What you gonna do with it? You gonna let it go? You gonna do something with it? You know, a lot of people may be holding on to certain artistic endeavors because they're not sure of themselves. And they probably holding on to like a lot of stuff that they didn't purchase and put their money into and ain't using. They just got it laying around, but not doing nothing with it, not selling it, because the initial idea was to create some type of financial security here, because here we go. And underneath that, we have material harvest. So, and underneath that, we have trapped in fear. So that's exactly what I'm saying here. Somebody made an investment in order to reap the fruits of that investment, but they're holding on to it because of some sort of fear, like they won't necessarily have the support that they need or the help that they need. But Spirit is possibly getting some people alone so they can like put use or gain that clarity, being able to declutter their mental space. This is like a time, this isolation is a time to really gain clarity. I wanted to say something. It was almost like Spirit took the words right out of my mouth to not say that. Or that's just how quick, you know, this life is. It's nothing but a vapor. So there is some type of realization here with this mental conflict, because oh, look at that, we have renewal. So there's a renewal coming here, as I mentioned, like making space for something new to come in. So what's happening right now, there is a sorting out of, an emptying, reorganization, letting go of what no longer fits, you know, or what has some sort of usage but is not being used, making use of what could serve and letting go of what doesn't. Rejuvenation here. If you are in a place right now where this sounds like you, and you may be wondering, like, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, why do I feel this way? That may be a message for you to let go of some things. And possibly let go of some of the things that you have in your home, because even that's symbolic of your mental space. It's time to make room. It's time to let go. Because once you go through this process, we're going to have some energy movement here with accelerated motion. This is where this fire energy is starting to kick in. It's like, let me show you this here as well. Again, this is the root chakra card. So what is being let go of here is really like some based or some very deeply rooted concerns. It's almost like weeds. This root chakra clearing or restructuring, it feels like, is going to lead to this fire energy. So it's like root chakra, check. You know, it's like your root chakra is coming into alignment. So it's like root chakra clear, and then the energy from the root chakra is now moving into the sacral chakra here with this fire energy. This is like kundalini. This is kundalini energy, y'all, because look at this lady here. She has the little spirals up here on her chakras going up and blooming into a flower at the crown. This is kundalini energy, y'all. So it's like your root chakras on point, and it's moving. It's moving things. It's moving things. So it's important now to be grounded, you know, to stand your ground, to know exactly what you're manifesting, what you're putting your passion into now, and grounding yourself into it. Staying focused on your dreams here, on that star, your north node. Let's clarify accelerated motion. And I'm sorry, for those who do know me, know who knows that I love music. I'm listening to some Afro beats this night. I want y'all to be aware that it is nighttime for me. Early morning. Okay, I was gonna say spirit. Spirit said what spirit said. We have here passion. once again, that's your sacral energy. So it's like jumping from your root chakra to your sacral here, as we see here at the very end of this reading here. Got passion. So this is the driving force here. At the bottom of the deck, we have trickery, though. And I feel like what this trickery energy is speaking of is still having some doubts with what you're focusing in on and putting your passion into. But by just having that approach of letting go and surrendering and not reacting to anything that may come up as a trick, because just know, like, when it comes to the universe working for you, you will be tested to prove to yourself, or to, you know, to show yourself, or to, it's not necessarily to show yourself, but it's like, are you really believing in what you're manifesting for yourself? And do you feel like you deserve it? To unwaveringly know that it's coming to you. So, with that being said, this is manifestation energy, y'all. Be very aware of how you respond to things, because things may come up as a trick. You know, you might, and you know, that has a lot to do with some people possibly letting go of negative thinking. There may be situations in your life where you're questioning now because you know what you deserve. I feel like with this root chakra card here, there may be an element here of having trust issues and not knowing who to trust. But with this, you have to have a solid foundation of who you are and being able to trust your own judgment and discernment moving forward. That you have grown and that you can trust yourself, you know, that you're attracting the right people and the right circumstances to you. And you can trust yourself that you know how to respond to things differently or in a authoritative place. Because knowing what you can surrender to, or knowing what to surrender to, or just surrendering to the universe in general, is going to grant you abundance. So if you've been wondering, you know, like, what is it that you're passionate about? Like, a certain area is coming up for you. Some type of service that you have to offer. A lot of people are now waking up to really living out their purpose and not necessarily sitting and wondering what my purpose is. A lot of people are just now in a place where they're just doing now and acting out on the things that they've been guided to do, not fully aware that, you know, this was or this is your purpose and you're walking into it. But I'm seeing a lot of people being rocketed to it, or slingshot. Is that how you say slingshot? Slingshotted it? I'm just saying. We have here workaholic. So as I mentioned here, this passion is really going to put you to work. And I'm seeing, like, There may be a quest here that you go on or that you went down, it feels like, that was unnecessary for you to really know what you're built of or what you're able to accomplish. I want to clarify the Stand Your Ground card. There's going to be a lot of opportunities or a lot of things reworked when it comes to what you're passionate about. I'm seeing that you're going to put in a lot of work to stand on what you know that you're here for and what you deserve, especially when it comes to possibly business or your money, your financial security, what makes you grounded. This can also relate to your love life as well. It's just those basic needs. I'm seeing that there's going to be work put into, and you're standing your ground on this because you know this is what you want. A lot of people went down certain roads, almost like trying to see if the grass was greener on the other side. So there may be people who are now realizing the consequences of their choices that they've made in the past, and just as experience, it feels like. But now, being that there was certain roads took that led to some dead ends, for some disappointment, grief, as we were speaking of. There's a realization here also that grief may have been self-inflicted, as I mentioned. But don't y'all love that? But at the bottom of the deck, we have letting go here. So let's clarify. Stand your ground. Oh, we got letting go and decisions. So you're standing your ground on these decisions in your life now. You're making a decision and you're standing on it because you know for a fact that you're passionate about it, and you're letting go of this stalemate, this stagnancy, this going around and around and around in circles just to get to the point of where you need to be. You went that way trying to find something, you didn't find it. You ended up where you started. You went that way trying to find something, what you found, yourself back in the same place. And you're getting out of that energy. You're letting go of this need to wait because of indecision. So there are a lot of final decisions being made. And this is what's going to be the impetus of this motion forward, this movement forward, this fast movement at that. Things are now speeding up. They're heating up. You got a fire going. There's a fire. Wait. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I was going to do it. I'm not going to do it, y'all. I can't even think of it. She said, oh my God, what did she say? I woke up this morning, went downstairs to get me a cold pop, and then I said, oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire. Well, I know I ain't saying it right because I can't remember, but that used to be my. I gotta watch that. I have to watch that anyway. Moving forward, we have dive deep. Okay, so a lot of people are now diving deep into what they're passionate about, the decisions that they made. You know, it's like diving in now and not just like testing the waters. It's like diving into what it is that you know that you're passionate about. And now you're allowing your emotions to work for you. You're diving deep into your emotional space because obviously there's some type of safety that's being offered in order for you to explore your emotions, explore your sacral chakra, which is responsible for your passion. So you're feeling safe now with the decision that you made to fully dive into what you're passionate about and what drives you, what gives you that energy and that fire to keep going and to create for some, for all. There's some type of creative endeavor here that you're having to put some work to, and there may be some type of stalemate because of a comfort zone here. But, and as I mentioned, this could also be some type of partnership as well. Because earlier we had the partnership card, partnerships and alliances. So this could be like you making a decision that, you know, you're open for people to come in to help you. You're diving into what you're passionate about, and now the universe can now step in and send people your way to help you. Just based on this passion that you have and the decision to move forward with it and dive into it. This is uncharted territory. Look, and the card just flipped out. Magic. This is magic. Magic. Hope. Okay, so there's hope here. There is hope being given here that these things that you are manifesting can manifest and will manifest. Like promises are being honored here. What you've been dreaming of here. You getting recognition for what you're passionate about. Legacy here. Memories. You being able to be free and be spontaneous at that. Free and spontaneous. And having the help that you need. Period. Period. Point blank. Boom. Bam. Okay, so let us dive in a little bit more deeper into this reading by pulling some oracle cards to see what's going on here. Let's see. We are now pulling an oracle card from the Work Your Light oracle deck. Okay, 2 cards wanted to come out. Oh, that's so precious. Okay, we'll do the card at the bottom of the deck as well. We have trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is asking you, if you knew that you will be supported, what would you do? You would follow your dreams. And once again, with this root chakra card, this is speaking of the support that is coming in for you. The help that you've been seeking to make your dream a reality. You trusting, once again, with the root chakra card here. You have trust, as I mentioned. Not this card, but this card. But you have trust here. Your root chakra is going through some type of upgrade or clearing out of, or it's coming into alignment. Like, this is like almost like a rapture. You know, if people wanted to know, or I feel like, I don't know, like, don't get me to lying, because I ain't really studied it per se, but I just feel like this is like some type of divine knowledge. The raptures happen, you know, people expect for it to be like, you know, people being, you know, brought up into like spaceships and stuff like that. First and foremost, like, just what Dolo, the pilot man, teach. I don't know if y'all know who he is, but he is a influencer on YouTube, Flight Boss. He speaks of the chakras being spaceships, you know? And with this root chakra card here leading into the sacral chakra card, there's a rapturing, like a rapture that's happening where like people being beamed up, or in this case is like instant activation, and it's coming from a place of activation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're being activated here into like a different frequency. Like, I'm not sure if many people are aware, but like this new earth is here. And it's like the old earth, but it's a different overlay now. Like, you have to be very mindful what you're saying. You have to, you know, be moving and making stuff happen. You know, like, we're on a mission, so there ain't no more sitting back. You know, it's time for you to start putting to work what you love and what you're passionate about, because that passion, that energy, that loving energy is needed to touch people. You know, like the works of your hands, that love, that passion that you put into it. Don't you know that's like an energy exchange or an energy transfer? So if you making products and you're passionate about it and you putting your love into it and you love what you do, don't you know that that particular piece or those items or whatever it is that you do, your work, your art, it's touching people and people can feel that passion and it's activating them as well? And so we just gonna have like a whole bunch of activated people if we could all just like do the work. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is. And you being able to trust your path. But it's gonna happen anyway because you're being activated. Especially for those who have been doing the work. You know, we have sisterhood of the rose. So as I kind of mentioned here, you know, like passing that energy on, you know, with your works, your mission works. Like, that's like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting overwhelmed now. This is like too much. Okay, so what I was saying here, which I just forgot because that was too much coming at once, y'all. Like I was mentioning about your purpose. As you move forward, in whatever your purpose is, whatever it is that you do that's beautiful and that's making this, making someone else's existence even more beautiful, by whatever it is that you do. And a lot of people may need to hear that, your work is beautiful. What you do and what you have to offer is so beautiful. Share it. Because somebody gonna like it and you gonna make that person so happy. I mean, everybody, what you have to offer isn't for everybody, but for those that it's for, they gonna love the hell out of it. And I literally said what I said. They're gonna love the hell out of it. So, we have this card here. It says beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. There are some people who are stepping on the scene now, who are offering their beauty, sharing their beauty by what they create and showing how devoted they are to what they're passionate about and the beauty that they're creating. There are women especially that's waking up to their inner priestesshood or being a part of a priestesshood. And if that is the case, recognize this. There are some women who are being recognized as mystics and healers and teachers and priestess. There's a recognition here. There are some women that's on the scene that's really standing out for the beauty of their heart and the pure place that they're coming from. We have here play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So, if there has been a time of seriousness, where you've been kind of like overthinking a lot, I just seen a spirit just fly across. That's crazy. It was like I actually seen it with my physical eyes, y'all. I know, like I said, it's late and I'm tired. So I know I'm kind of like in between realms right now, but I literally just saw like plasma just move like downward. Like I wasn't looking in the camera, like I saw it with my physical eyes. It was like iridescent. I can't even explain it. That was the first time I seen that. Okay, moving on. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Don't be so serious. Okay, so some people may need to loosen up and drink. I don't condone over drinking and overindulging, okay? But it's okay to have a drink or two. We are ladies. No, I'm just kidding. There's no judgment. There is no judgment, y'all. because that could be like a serious issue if that is, you know. But it's okay if you don't drink, or if you do, like, even if you do, like, you one of those people like, I gotta have me a glass every night. What Spirit is saying is, enjoy yourself. I'm seeing some water here. I'm seeing a beach here. I'm seeing a swimming suit here. I'm seeing sunshine. I'm seeing a glass of champagne. I'm seeing nature. And for some, this could also speak of some type of get together with other women. Tapping into that feminine energy, being that we have the sacral chakra here. Some people, this may be speaking of like some type of dancing event, or where you can go out dancing. Maybe for some it could be karaoke, like some type of lounge or club or bar. As I mentioned, this for some it could be some type of women's retreat, or some type of tropical getaway, or getaway by water. But if this is something that, you know, is happening here, like if there's some type of get together, you can trust that you're supported, and you will have the support that you need in this type of setting. Or you can trust the woman that supports you. So I feel like you can like lighten up a bit and let go. Okay, so let's see here. I'm gonna pull a card from the Quantum Oracle. Okay, that card just flipped on out. We have in the upright position, intention, number 4, taking steps. And as I mentioned, this is exactly what's going to be needed in this accelerated motion, to take steps here. You know, to keep going. Take one step after the other step, and then soon it's going to be like a snowball effect here. I'm going to read the meaning for this card from the book. This happens to be one of my favorite decks that I just recently got, the Quantum Oracle. It really speaks on energy and how you can shift energy. Nothing's written in stone, so if you're in like a negative energy, you can kind of find out, you know, the root of where that's coming from and shift your energy, or yeah, just shift your energy to get out of that energy, you know, by doing the inner work and just sitting with yourself and reflecting. Okay, so we have number 4, intention. Okay, and this reads, a woman is ascending stairs that leads up to a beautiful sunlit palace. This card is telling you that there are some steps you must be ready to take in order to move forward to your goals. Now is a time to identify the specific tasks necessary to accomplish your desires. You may have been on this journey for some time, but you're ready to consider a wider perspective and try a new approach. It's a good time to stop and take stock of where you are how you got here, and which direction you want to go next. Your move forward may concern something personal, like a new diet or even mental changes. It could also be moving forward to a new job, a creative endeavor or business venture, or perhaps a new place to live, which are all root chakra things, by the way. But there's an inner energy at work here. You are preparing to take steps into the unknown. How synchronistic is that, y'all? So plan your next move and muster up your courage. You're ready to advance. That's like perfect confirmation. Perfect confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. Let us pull from the Heal Yourself Oracle. Are there any more messages, Spirit, for the collective? Family and tribe. So I feel with this card here, there may be some type of connection or disconnection within the family or the tribe for yourself. Which is once again dealing with your root chakra. There's some type of realization here or some type of restructuring that's happening. You're either getting familiar with who you can trust to support you along this journey, or you may be having to, restructure within the family. Let's see here. I'm gonna read from the book here, the Heal Yourself Oracle. Family and tribe. Be very discerning with other people's opinions. Become aware of how the beliefs of your family and tribe are influencing you. What did you learn about relationships, money, and opportunities when you were younger? Ask yourself, am I still carrying some of those outdated beliefs? Am I trying to seek love and approval from my family by doing what they want me to do? An important question to ask yourself is whether you are living your life in order to make someone else or yourself happy. This card asks you to examine your loyalties, family beliefs, superstitions, and rituals that have power over you. Let go of anything that is not serving you. You are also being asked to face your fears of being different and embrace your uniqueness, even if others don't understand or approve of your actions. Often, working with your energy centers, in particular, the root chakra, can help you release past limitations and hurts, increase your confidence, and help you manifest your desires, your passions, into the physical reality. Okay, y'all. Like, Spirit is like, own it tonight. Recognize, okay, so this is an action that you can take here. Recognize beliefs that you have adopted from others. Play some tribal music. Imagine that other people's limiting beliefs are like chains that stop you from moving forward. Stamp your feet and focus on recognizing each belief pattern or past experience, and then imagine letting them go. You can even visualize throwing all the chains into a purple flame, which dissolves them. Then give yourself permission to move forward and put all of your energy on a daily basis into how you would love to live your life. Okay, Spirit. So we gonna do this tonight, Spirit. Let us pull from the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. Okay, so I got into the reading like 3 cards, almost 4 cards later, I realized that it stopped recording. So the reason why was because my storage is full. So that's a message for somebody. As I mentioned, it's time to make room. So if you are having like things in your phone per se, and like the reason why I'm mentioning this is because it's energy. If you feel like you've already made space in your living environment, there may be some things that's outdated on your phone. So if there's a way that you can back up anything, especially pictures, back them up, save your pictures however you got to save them, and clear your phone. That's just, energy. So, you might have to start making space for the new pictures that you have to take for your products and for, videos that you may have to do. But it's all about energetically making space. So I'm going to have to reread the meaning for these cards. Kind of got into it with the balance. So you have here Mabon, balance, and then you have hand fasting, union. So what I'm seeing with these cards, as I mentioned before, that y'all didn't hear, there is some balance that's coming into your life. With this hand fasting, I am seeing that there's a balance of one's masculine and feminine energy, which is how, as I mentioned before, the Kundalini energy, I'm seeing that there is union with yourself now. And there's a balance in this coming in. Being that we just tapped into this tribe card, I'm also seeing with some, as I mentioned, there's a partnership and alliance, and this may be your divine counterpart or some type of masculine or vice versa in your life, because we have a man and woman here. This could very well speak of some type of deeper connection because there's more balance, or discovering that there is more balance with this person, and therefore there's a deeper level of commitment or even marriage. But let us read. I had to make sure that it was still recording, because I be dang. Let us read for Mabon. I'm not sure how to say that. Mabon. Maybe. Okay. So at this time of acknowledgement of the fruit harvest, you are reminded that you too are a part of nature. Therefore, it is harvest time for you as well. What seeds did you plant in your life this year? Have they came to fruition? What do you need to bring in or release in order to move forward? Mabon asks you to reach into your very own storehouse to seek the balance within. If you are feeling restless, emotional, or out of sorts, then call upon Mabon to restore the balance in your life. Work with elements and ritual and magic in equal measure, and honor each equally on your altar for a time until you find a healthy balance in all things. Embrace any aspects of yourself which are devoid of light, and eliminate only that which does not serve you with gratitude and lessons learned. Once balance is achieved, rest and enjoy the fruits of your personal harvest. Witch's foresight reads, reflect on the past. Upset or unhappiness is caused by an imbalance in your life. Eliminate anything or anyone who upsets the equilibrium. Embrace and get to fully know your shadow side. Hold on to the lessons from past hurts. Cease the fruits of your labor. Okay, and let us read Hand Fast. Coming together in whatever form is celebrated when hand fasting shows up. Hand fasting comes as a blessed omen, for it indicates the union of self of yourself and your beloved. Love is in the air, so get ready to tie the knot and jump over the broomstick. A tradition dictates. Union announced a betrothal, an acknowledgement of your readiness to make a sacred commitment to yourself, to promise to love, cherish, and honor all of who you are, and never betray yourself in favor of another, including what you hold dear or believe. Union also declares your marriage to spirit and invites you to humbly come before the Lord and Lady to declare your undying love and dedication to their service. This is a time of pledges, promises, and vows to declare your love for a year and a day, or for as long as love lasts, to whom you wish to be joined in sacred union. Witch's Foresight reads, prepare for a hand fasting ceremony, commit to a relationship, commit yourself in service to spirit through vows of dedication. The union of a partnership brings great blessings. Make a promise to always be true to yourself, and love is the answer. Okay, and we're going to read this oracle card from the Aboriginal Healing Oracle, Jeddah, Honesty. This speaks of the future. It's a future message here. So Jeddah, honesty, love, and pure. In your search for honesty, first look within, trusting in the future. Knowing your own truth and trusting in yourself to be true to your beliefs is one of the greatest acts of love you can bestow on yourself. The ancestors express love in its purest form and wants you to love yourself in the same way. Aboriginal dreaming totem. I am so tired. Being honest in what we believe is a difficult challenge, but one that is worth the effort it takes. We may not all have the same beliefs. However, if we demonstrate humility in the way in which we share our beliefs, we will gain respect from those with whom we are sharing our stories. And so this is like a jewel here. We are gonna finish up with a card from the Self-Care Oracle, and also we're gonna read from the we're gonna pull a card from the Sacred Rebel. Okay, so let's get us a self-care card here. Grounding. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, how nice. Connect with fire. Connect with fire. Let's see here. 12. Connect with fire. Mantra. My inner fire burns bright, and I shine my light throughout the universe. Fire is the perfect tool for setting intentions around letting go, as well as for sending your prayers and manifestations out into the world via its smoke. Fire is one of the 5 classical elements along with earth, air, water, and ether, but aside from lighting candles, we rarely interact with it in modern times. The ritual of sitting around a fire or a wood-burning sauna at night, especially under a full moon, with the circle of loved ones, is an unparalleled experience. Cultivate a more intimate relationship with fire by coordinating a fire ritual with your community. Maybe storytelling around a campfire, or organizing a sauna night, or sharing circle where you light candles. Candles can transform everyday activities into sacred rituals. Think of an intention and light a candle when you're taking a bath, working, meditating, or doing yoga to bring the element into your energy field. Watch the flames dance and your worries fade away as the path forward is illuminated. So it's very interesting because I believe that was Friday night, it was Thursday night. I was a part of a live what is it, dragonfly or fire dragon meditation with Mama Oyella, and you can find her on your Facebook. But this meditation was done with inhaling the flames of a fire as you visualize to purge. So if that's something that you may be interested in, doing a fire meditation or some type of fire ritual, that could be very good at this time, working with fire, especially with this Kundalini energy. Doing breaths of fire also are phenomenal. You can find a video on YouTube if you don't know what that is, or if you've never done it before. I personally love Kundalini yoga. Okay, that's my go-to for sure. Okay, so let's do this final card. Look how Spirit gonna tie all of this up. I love Spirit. One card, Spirit. Okay. 2 cards. I'm not even going to look at the bottom of the deck like I normally do. But we have here the Sacred Fool. And we have the Perfection of Your Life. So let's read the Sacred Fool first. Number 40. Okay. The Fool is a great rebel, able to thwart convention and tell the truth without restraint. Your heart is a wonderful, powerful, sacred Fool. It cares not for the right ways to do things. It cares not for what the mind says is real and not real. It lives according to an inner wisdom that cannot be dictated to or controlled by anything. It loves, it lives, and it is what it is. This oracle heralds a time, now or imminent, when you will feel inspired, alive, and passionate for which you can offer to the world. It says to you, don't try to be appropriate, don't try to be socially acceptable and worry about what others may think about what you are doing. Just be. If you want to wear a mad hat whilst doing so, fine. The Sacred Fool in you is willing to leave behind what has been because it no longer feels right to stay attached to it. The Sacred Fool in your the Sacred Fool in you trusts life completely. It will never occur to this part of you to try and outsmart life or resist its flow. It recognizes that the mind is a monkey puppet or strings. More often than not, it can cajole into fear when it can be playfully dwelling in the radical spontaneity of life. Spontaneity. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me drink some water. I'm telling you, it's like almost 4 a.m. If not, I don't know. I've been trying to get these pictures deleted for a while. And then I started late. So my throat chakra needs some lubrication and hydration. One more time. Okay. So, the Sacred Fool in you urges your mind to let itself be pulled into joy by your heart, by your heartstrings, not into fear and doubt by the controlling machines of the mass media. This oracle brings you a message. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to let life happen in a completely unreserved, unscripted way. The more bizarre, left of field, unexpected, and apparently ridiculous, the better. This might not feel safe or appropriate at first. That is okay. That is good, actually. It is a sign that you are breaking with your own self-imposed convictions. It is time to move beyond them now because a bigger life adventure is calling to you. Excuse me. This is wonderful news. It is the desire of life to operate more radically through you so that you become the conduit through which miracles and crazy wild synchronicity can occur. You are becoming more electric. You are more plugged into the apparent randomness of life. Apparently, because there is a refined intelligence behind it all. The sacred fool goes with this, without having to understand any of it, which is good. Trying to access even one genuine glimpse of life's unfathomable genius will probably make one's head explode. As you take this journey, you may find that people around you are challenged. You might unintentionally cause them to rethink the way they live their lives. They may question whether the way they are living is the only way for them, or even the best way. At first, they may react rather than take responsibility. The sacred fool in you doesn't engage with this. It is what it is, and it rises and it falls as it will. It doesn't stop you from your merry dance of unconventional being. If you find yourself making choices that have others question your sanity, then you are right on course. You may feel that you are quite possibly going insane, but you are not crazy. You are just approaching enlightened awareness. There is a moment, sometimes a rather long one, when we wake up to life, shed our attachments to mass opinion, and float in a completely different state of being. We might find that no one is really able to understand or connect with us to the point that we question our state of mind. Stay with that. It will pass. You will eventually see that you are becoming sane in an insane world. The tables will turn and you will gain great inner freedom and creative juice. Stay on your path. Stay on the journey. Remember to take nothing too seriously, and it will all work out perfectly. That's confirmation again, y'all. So the final card for this reading is 30, the perfection of your life. Let's see here. Oh, it's so hard to turn the pages with one hand. Okay. The perfection of life. Have you ever seen a storm picture from above? It can appear to be so beautiful and elegant. This is certainly different to the ground view, which can be quite a violent experience. So too, there is great beauty in your life now. However, at this point in the natural process, you may be experiencing it as anxiety-inducing rather than beautiful. You may sense it as internal chaos. You may feel it as something that is waiting to erupt from within, as a restlessness or an anxiety that you cannot quite articulate, but sense vaguely nonetheless. Perhaps the chaos is fully fledged, and a person or situation in your life is causing all kinds of havoc, upheaval or change, and uncertainty in your world. Whether the chaos seems subtle, strong, internal, or external, this oracle brings the same message for you. All is unfolding according to a perfect higher order. You are currently enduring a cosmic spiritual storm, which is having an impact on you. It is clearing out things, ruffling feathers, and preparing you for that lovely, super fresh, uplifting feeling that one experience after the storm has finally passed. If you have drawn the oracle of after the storm as well, this message is amplified for you. Even if you have not chosen that card, but feel intuitively drawn to read the message for it after the healing process below, you are encouraged to do so. If you cannot believe there's anything happening, even at a subtle level, because you feel stuck, denied, bored, thwarted, or stale, this oracle brings you a message also. No matter what appears to be In truth, there's only the unfolding creative genius of the universe. You are not forgotten. You have not been looked over. You have not been denied, found wanted, or rejected as unworthy. The storm that needs to erupt is in your own heart. Do your liberating rain dance. Rage, weep, pray, dance, paint, or sing. Express whatever is needed, however is needed, to exercise the black energy in your heart. Then you will call on the powerful perfection of your life path as it aligns for the next creative turn of the spiral of life. Once again, you will trust and directly experience the flower of life unfolding within you and around you. Okay, y'all. So that will be it. I'm going to wrap up this message. If you want to book a reading with me, my information will be in the description box below. And thank you for joining me. Please be sure to subscribe to my new channel. Also, give it a thumbs up. Share this video. Pass the message along, because this is my gift to the world. And if you're motivated by this video, or if this message resonates, let me know. But until next time, bye y'all.